Heavenly Father, we come to you in this hour, asking for your guidance and protection to our virtual gathering today. We thank you for the gift of life, the gift of family, the gift of work, and the gift of friendship. We thank you for this great opportunity to bring us together in this session as brothers and sisters. Bless the committee, the facilitator, and the attendees of this gathering. May we continue to value and appreciate the true essence and meaning of life with the help of your grace. And as we go along to our discussion today, we humbly pray that you would deepen our understanding. Lord, enlighten us and give us wisdom every day. Forgive us for our shortcomings and remind us to always be mindful of the things we do in life. We offer our life and our decisions to you, O Lord. May this gathering today create a memorable experience and a fruitful outcome. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, our Redeemer and our Savior. Amen.
Parents, guardians, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to our digital parenting for parents, guardians of Silliman University Junior High School children. We are sincerely delighted to have each one of you with us today to join us in this afternoon session. Our speaker for today has been in the education field for more than a decade. She is currently working at Silliman University as a faculty in the Office of Global Studies Center, formerly known as the Office of Seoul. In the pursuit of higher education, she is determined to gain her Master of Arts in Education, major in Educational Management at Silliman University. Moreover, she has completed her academic requirements in Masters in Information System and has a bachelor's degree in Information Technology at the same school. Her years of teaching experience, specifically in the information technology education undergraduate programs, has developed her knowledge and skills to be competent in this field. She is not just a teacher, but a true advocate for harnessing the potential of technology to shape brighter futures. So, without further ado, please join me in extending a warm virtual welcome to Miss Ariel Liza Z. Maipa. We are grateful for your presence here today and excited to learn from your wealth of knowledge and experience, ma'am. The digital stage is now yours.
Thank you, Ma'am Mars. Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, I am Oriel Lisa Maipa. So let me share my screen first. Okay, so once again, welcome and thank you for joining us this afternoon. We are actually very thrilled to have you join us for an insightful journey into the world of digital parenting. So, in this ever evolving digital landscape, your presence here reflects your commitment to understanding and guiding your junior high school students through the complexity of the online world. As we navigate this journey together, let's delve into the potential risks that digital technology holds for our young learners. It's not just about the challenges, it's also about recognizing the opportunity and figuring out how we can reduce risk for our junior high school pupils while they use digital technology and engage in online activities. Throughout this webinar, we'll share various strategies aimed at creating a safer and more positive digital space for our children. I look forward to gaining insights from you and also when you share experiences and foster a secure digital information for our junior high school students. So here is what we are expected to learn after the webinar. You'll gain an understanding of digital parenting and its importance, assess the potential risks associated with digital technology for our young learners, and become acquainted with various strategies aimed at reducing risk for our junior high school pupils when using digital technology and engaging in online activities. Okay. So, according to this article, did you know that a study by a cybersecurity company, Shark, found that Filipino children's exposure to online risks, such as cyberbullying, phishing, and hacking, was the second highest in the world. So I would like this to be interactive. I would like to know that you're also actively listening to this very interesting topic. I would like to see some emoticon pressed from your cell phones or laptops. So I can see what your reaction is to the information that you'll be hearing today. I also would like to see some comments in the chat box for any reactions or maybe experiences that you have with regards to what we will be discussing this afternoon. Okay, so let's start first for giving me a thumbs up if you hear what I said or if you understand, yeah, the instruction. Yes, thank you, Sir Brian, for that. How about the rest? Any emoticons, please? I know that you're still like busy perhaps with other stuff. And again, I really would like to thank you for joining me this for us this afternoon. Okay, so I guess the rest are still looking for where the emoticon is. If you don't know where the emoticon is, you can just directly put your emotions in the chat box. Okay, moving on. So aside from that, at the same time, the Philippines carved a reputation as a hotspot for child pornography and abuse in the recent years. So, Save the Children Philippines revealed in February of 2021 the silent pandemic of online sexual abuse and exploitation victimizing Filipino kids at the height of the quarantine measures in the early 2020. So hearing this, it's really quite alarming, right? Especially that's happening here in our country. So why do we think that this is prevalent? It's already happening here, especially in the Philippines. So as you can see in this image, so this is a young girl from a rural area. Even her already has access to the internet. So not just people or children from urban cities that has access to it, but even them is also susceptible to child pornography, cyberbullying, and such, because again, they are connected. They are already connected to the internet. Okay. So also in this the summary of the Philippine Kids Online, they also said that while most children in the Philippines generally have good time or fun when online, there's still few children that think that there are a lot of good things on the internet that are good for children their age. So that's what they think. They think that there are a lot of good things on the internet, which is there is, right? But there are also a lot of bad things found in the internet. Children use the internet for connecting with others and for schoolwork and education more than for any other purposes. Yes, that's true, especially during the pandemic. So children use it more for school stuff. 8 out of 100 children interact regularly with someone they met online who falls outside of any of their community. When playing games, 6 in 100 interact regularly with someone they first met online via a social network site or app. So do might also your children, I know for sure, they're also doing online games and they meet people also from not within their circles or not within their school. So maybe they are from other countries. So mind that as well. But as the summary here goes, it's only 8 out of 100 or 6 out of 100 who interact with, let's say, people they actually don't know online. And the next one is 1 in 2 children report having used the internet for schoolwork at least every week to almost all the time. And more girls than boys reported regular use of the internet for schoolwork. So does that mean that girls are much more susceptible to cyberbullying and the likes? We'll see. Nearly 1 in two children in the Philippines say they learned something new online in the past month. So could be only one, nearly one. It's not even one. So maybe perhaps they're not really using this to learn as much as they can. Maybe just for entertainment, like games, no? So four in 10 children play online games by themselves, and nearly 3 in 10 children play multiplayer online games. Okay, so there's more to that. Many children are more comfortable to be themselves online than in person. Sometimes different personalities atong children, no? They also have a junior high school, three junior high school kids. They're different when they're online, and when they're offline, like with their friends or classmates here in school, they're also quite different. So maybe perhaps it's the online inhibition, like no one's really judging them that much when it comes to online. Maybe perhaps that's the reason why they are perhaps more comfortable when they are online. Fewer than 1 in 2 children feel safe using the internet. Fewer than one feel safe. So it could be that they feel safe, but then the rest is aware of what will happen to them if they share too much information online, or if they're exposed to some bad stuff online. Majority of children show their faces on their profile, and many show both their address and full body photos. We'll learn more on why later on why we should not really, especially children, junior high school, which are below 18 years old, they're not supposed to have any social medias, right? But since the pandemic came, it's like they have no choice but to use, especially, let's say, Facebook, because it's much easier for them to communicate with their teachers and classmates. Okay, and with the address, maybe perhaps they show their address. They don't know what effect there is when they show their full address. And of course, full body part. You know that there are like pedophiles. It's not uncommon for children to have multiple Facebook or other social media accounts. Yes, maybe perhaps this is also true to your kids. They have multiple, let's say, Facebook accounts. And also, since they already have an email, they sometimes use that to sign up to other social media accounts. Okay, so I do hope you also know what account your children has signed into. Children Children in the Philippines generally tend to know the more basic and common functions of surfing and consuming online content, but they are not, but they are yet to fully take advantage of the creative and learning or educational opportunities of the internet, or to develop appropriate skills that allow them to do so. Because I think most of the children now just entertain themselves, right, by playing online games, chatting with friends. But there are a lot of opportunities they can do online, such as learn new skills, learn a language, learn science, those sort of stuff. More than 1 in 5 children also reported ending up on websites without knowing how they got there. So mga algorithms, no? We should also be aware of what our children are watching online. You can also see that diba sa history. So sometimes there are suggestions, let's say for example in YouTube. Sometimes you wonder why am I seeing this video? It's because of the algorithm also of what you are watching. So it's like suggestions from that application. Few children reported being well versed in creative online skills. Yes, maybe that's because they're more into playing games and chatting with friends. Okay, furthermore, most children in the Philippines have not encountered risks, sexual or otherwise online, uh, in the past. Okay. Well, you get that. That's good to know, right? Have not encountered risk, sexual or otherwise. Okay. Few children in the Philippines report engaging regularly in risk-taking behaviors offline, with less than 1 in 10 children reporting having got really drunk, missed lessons without their parents' knowledge, having sexual intercourse, or being in trouble with the police over the past year. Also, that is good to know because less than 1 in 10 children. Okay, meaning not all of them, right? It's just less than one of them reported that. The common source of unwanted sexual contact online for children in the Philippines is a family member of the child. So it's not the use of technology. Most children in the Philippines had not encountered sexual content or messages of sexual nature that they did not want. Okay, yes, that's still something that's good to know. Very few children who experiences any form of unwanted sexual attention or contact sought help or assistance for their experience. So for those who had experienced sexual attention or contact, has sought help. So again, that's another thing that is good to know. And most children in the Philippines feel that their parents or caregivers provide guidelines for them, support them, and are accessible for them to talk to about things that go on in their lives. So it's very important that we are always there to listen to our kids. Children speak to their friends and classmates more about their online experiences than teachers or other adults. Any one of you know why that is? Maybe you can share your thoughts in the chat box regarding that. Okay. So while I continue, you can just also continue also putting in your thoughts to that last statement. So we're now going on to digital parenting. It refers to the practice of raising and guiding children in the digital age, where technology, the internet, and digital devices play a significant role in their lives. It involves parents and caregivers taking an active and informed approach to help children navigate the digital landscape safely, responsibly, and effectively. So digital parenting encompasses a range of strategies and principles to address the challenges and opportunities presented by technology. So digital parenting is becoming increasingly important in today's world as technology plays an ever-expanding role in our lives. Here are some significance of digital parenting. So we have rapid technology advancement. So as we all know, technology is evolving at an unprecedented pace. And young children are also growing up in a digital landscape vastly different from what we have, we as their parents have experienced. Digital parenting helps parents stay informed and guide their children through these changes. So we are here as parents to guide them through these changes. Early exposure. So definitely children today are exposed to digital devices and the internet at a very young age. If you can still remember, what was you as a parent, how old were you when you first had your cell phone? Balahi na kaayo ron from our kids. They started very young. So with digital parenting, it ensures us that parents are actively involved in shaping their child's digital experiences and guiding them to make safe and responsible choices online. Online safety. Us as parents, we also know online safety, like what to share online, what not to share online. The internet is indeed a very risky place, right? With a lot of potential dangers such as cyberbullying, inappropriate content, and of course online predators. So with digital parenting, it involves educating us, the parents, about how to safeguard our children and teaching children how to protect themselves online. One of that again is not sharing too much of our personal information online, such as the address, the full date perhaps of our birthday. Balancing screen time. Excessive screen time can have an adverse effect on our child's physical and mental health. I know for sure we've also experienced that as adults. Digital parenting helps parents strike a balance between screen time and other activities. So, what activities do you give your children so that they can move away from their monitor? Do you do like outdoor activities, play outside, read, socialize with their cousins, perhaps? Next would be educational opportunities. So digital technology can be powerful tool for learning, of course. Digital parenting encourages parents to leverage technology to enhance their child's educational experiences, such as using educational apps and online resources. Maybe perhaps if or you are already utilizing educational apps, maybe perhaps you can share that with us. Any application, educational application, perhaps that you can share? What apps or apps you can suggest, which will be able to help our children learn better or learn more? Can I get any answers in the chat box, please? YouTube, perhaps? There's a lot of sources in YouTube that can help build skills. So aside from that, anyone? Anyone from our more than 10 participants? Any answers to that, please? Or perhaps you can unmute yourselves to answer. Okay, I will be waiting for your answers in the chat box. We also have communication and connection. Technology can either bring families closer together or drive them apart. Digital parenting emphasizes the importance of open communication and shared online experiences to strengthen family bonds. So sometimes if you cannot express or your child cannot express themselves fully with like when they're face to face with you, maybe perhaps they can chat to you what they feel, especially if they're down. Sometimes that works. Next would be critical thinking and digital literacy. So digital parenting involves teaching children critical thinking skills and digital literacy so they can discern credible information from misinformation and make informed decisions online. So as parents also we need to practice like we click, think before clicking. Okay, because we might not know that what we are sharing are also misinformation or any sort of information disorder. So we have to check other sources. So that's what we can also inform our children to check other sources first before sharing any kind of information. Next would be privacy and personal data. So our children needs to understand the importance of protecting their privacy and personal information online. Digital parenting educates parents and children about online privacy and security measures. So just like what I've said a while ago about online safety. Next would be online etiquette and respect. Teaching our children about online etiquette, respect for others, and responsible behavior in digital space is the crucial aspect of digital parenting to foster positive online interaction. So just like if we type in all caps, right, that will sound like it's shouting already if we put it in the chat box. Next would be future preparedness. In today's digital age, digital skills are essential for future career opportunities. Digital parenting helps children develop the necessary skills and knowledge to excel in a tech-driven world. So it's like future-proofing their education. Emotional well-being. Excessive screen time and exposure to online negativity can affect a child's emotional well-being. Perhaps you've already noticed this with your child that too much exposure also affects their uh, emotional well-being. With digital parenting, it includes strategies for nurturing a child's emotional health and resilience in the digital realm. Modeling behavior. So children often learn by example. Digital parenting encourage parents to model responsible and ethical digital behavior as children are likely to emulate what they see at home. So I hope that also in your individual homes, we also let our children see that we are not always using our phones, even when we are at home, because for sure they will mimic us or say that you're using your phone, why will I not use mine? So with that, there are technology risks that us as parents or guardians should be aware of. First is with the excessive screen time. So one of the primary concern is the potential for excessive screen time, which can have negative consequences for a child's physical health, mental well-being, and overdevelopment. We all know that spending too much time in front of a screen can lead to sedentary behavior, poor sleep pattern, and reduced physical activity. The next risk would be developmental delays. So excessive screen time, particularly in the form of passive screen viewing, such as watching TV shows or videos, may lead to developmental delays in areas such as language acquisition, social skills, and fine motor skills. It can limit opportunities for hands-on learning and exploration. So that is why it's very important that they also go outside and play. Limited social interaction. Spending too much time with screens can reduce opportunities for face-to-face social interactions with peers and adults. This can affect a child's ability to develop important social and emotional skills such as empathy, communication, and cooperation. That's why perhaps when our children came, like maybe just this school year where it's full face-to-face, or was that last school year? They're having a hard time adjusting, especially for those kids that are always at home and there's really no one that they can play with. So they're having a limited social interaction. But good thing that there's already full face-to-face this school year. So they have well adjusted. Content inappropriateness. Inadvertent exposure to age-inappropriate content, including violent, sexual, or disturbing material, can occur while using digital devices or the internet. This exposure can be distracting and confusing for young children. Privacy and security. So our children may not fully understand the implication of sharing personal information online. There's a risk that they might unintentionally share sensitive information, putting their privacy and security at risk. So it's very important that we educate our children, again, on not to share a lot of personal information. So let me just reiterate that sharing your full address online, phone number, let's say the full birthday, post risk of maybe perhaps, or like in Facebook, you put there the full address, your phone number, or if you have social security number. I don't think we have that in the Philippines. I mean, that's if that's used usually the Philippines, but in America they usually use that, right? So let's tell them that sharing too much information online can pose a risk for information threat. The internet can be a breeding ground for cyberbullying and inappropriate online behavior. So young children may be vulnerable to such experiences without guidance from parents or caregivers. So again, it's really we really need to educate our students or our children to be always safe online. Consumerism and advertising. Many apps and websites are targeting children that includes advertisements and encourage in-app purchases. Children may not recognize the marketing tactics, leading to unintentional purchases or materialistic attitudes. So can you give materialistic attitudes, like if they are into online games? Online games now usually wants you to purchase something to go to the next level. So this is what we don't want them to be doing. And also, I hope that you're not sharing with them your pins for your credit cards or your GCash, because they can actually just press, and then buy. So next is addiction and screen dependency. This is concern that excessive screen time at a young age can lead to screen addiction or dependency, making it challenging for children to engage in a non-screen activity or develop self-regulated skills. So I hope our children are not yet addicted to using their phones or any screen time. That's why, again, it is very important for them to also have other activities other than just using their gadgets. Sleep disruption. Exposure to screens close to bedtime, such as using smartphone, and for sure we already know this, or tablets, can disrupt a child's sleep patterns due to the blue light emitted by screens and the stimulating nature of the content. So perhaps 1 to 2 hours before sleeping, they should no longer be using their gadget. Reduced outdoor play. Increased screen time can displace outdoor playtime, which is essential for physical health and the development of gross motor skills. Loss of creativity. Over-reliance on pre-made digital content can limit a child's creativity and problem-solving abilities. Children need opportunities for unstructured play and imagination. I know for sure we all know that. And digital divide, access to technology varies among families, and some children may not have equal opportunities to benefit from educational resources or entertainment options, potential exacerbating educational inequality. So those are the technology risks that we as parents should be aware of. Moreover, we also have a negative effect of social media. So as I have mentioned a while ago, most of our children already have, most or not all of our children have a social media account. So the negative effect of that would be ADHD. You already know what ADHD is. Narcissistic personality disorder, body dysmorphia, like maybe from too much sitting down, using their headphones. So body dysmorphia can be also the head has, because of the headphones, it concave, and then the back also has a bump because they're always looking into the screen like this. Depression, of course, we also get depressed as parents, like if we watch too much negativity online. Hypochondriasis. Hypochondriasis, worrying too much to the point that it gets them ill. It makes them ill. Hypochondriasis. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Voyeurism. It's the enjoyment of seeing the pain or distress of others. So if they use, let's say, where else can we see short videos? Maybe perhaps in TikTok. There are also some in YouTube. Like they watch compiled videos of people getting hurt, but then the background music is funny. So therefore they find the people being hurt funny. So they have now this enjoyment because they will be laughing at it. And maybe because also of the background music. So they find enjoyment now of seeing other people's pain. We also have obsessive compulsive disorder, schizoaffective, and schizotypical disorder, and addiction. Next would be while technology can offer numerous benefits for our uh, edu junior high school students, education and entertainment, it can also come with certain risks that we as parents or guardians should be aware of. So going back to the risk, yes. So basically, these are the risks that we have already um, learned a while ago. So it is crucial for us to give an active and informed approach to to our child's technology use. So what should we do? Educate and communicate. So let's start by discussing basic digital safety rules and etiquette. So just like example of that is not playing our gadgets very loudly when we're in public, maintaining open and ongoing communication with our children about their online experiences. So you follow up on those that are not real. So let's educate them and always ask them, be there for them, communicate. Next is set clear rules and boundaries. So we have to establish screen time limits and enforce them consistently. Usually it's advisable that 2 hours, supposedly 2 hours per day is the most number of hours they can use, supposedly use their gadgets. And don't let them use their gadgets when it's charging. Okay. Also, let's create a family media plan that outlines when and how devices can be used. Like Monday to Friday, TV only, but only this, um, only use it for 2 hours, something like that. So I know for sure you've already set your rules and boundary as well. Choose age appropriate content. Select and curate digital content and apps that are suitable for your child's age and developmental level. Use also parental control feature to filter content and limit access to age inappropriate material. Supervise and co-play or supervise. So actively engage with your child during their digital activities. Keep devices in common areas, making it easier to monitor your child's online behavior. Like maybe perhaps in your room, before they go to their rooms, they can put in their cell phones in your room. Model responsible tech use. Of course, be a positive role model by demonstrating responsible and balanced technology use. So perhaps no more phones at or any gadgets by 9 o'clock, if possible. Possible ba? So show your child how to use your device for learning, creativity, and communication rather than just for entertainment. online safety training. Teach your child about online safety. Of course, to reiterate, not sharing personal information, recognizing and reporting inappropriate content, and dealing with cyberbullying. And also encourage them to seek your help if they encourage something unsettling online. Because again, if they are not that open to you, we have to be open to them. So you have to assure them that we are here to protect them. Engage in learning together. So I'm not sure if this is still very applicable for junior high school, learning together. Stay informed. Keep up to date with the latest trends and potential risks associated with the digital technology. Let's be aware of the apps and platforms our children are using. So let's check from time to time what our kids are actually using or searching online. Let's empower critical thinking. So teach your child to question and think critically about information they encountered online. And help them differentiate between credible and unreliable sources. So this is going back to see that they have to check their sources first before sharing anything. And encourage social interaction. Balancing screen time with opportunities for face-to-face social interactions and play dates, or not play dates, maybe with their interaction with their classmates outside of school, perhaps. And foster social skills and empathy through real-world interaction. So let's remember that digital parenting is not about prohibiting the use of technology, but rather about guiding our children, guiding them to use technology responsibly and safely, while harnessing its benefits for their growth and development. It involves a dynamic and evolving approach that adapts to the changing digital landscape and the child's age and maturity. So to conclude, digital parenting in the junior high school years is a journey of guidance, exploration, and responsible engagement. It's about striking a balance between embracing the benefits of technology for educational and creative purposes while safeguarding against potential risks. By staying informed, setting clear boundaries, and fostering open communication, parents and guardians can empower young learners to navigate the digital landscape with confidence and wisdom. The key is to ensure that technology becomes a tool for growth, imagination, and connection, enhancing their junior high school experience as they embark on a path towards a brighter future. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for that remarkable speech, Ma'am Liz. Your insights have certainly expanded our understanding of digital parenting. As we embark on a journey to explore and harness the power of digital. At this point, I'd like to encourage all participants to actively engage. I'm sure many of you have burning questions or thoughts you'd like to share. Please feel free to ask and unmute your microphone, or you can type it in the chat box. Feel free to ask questions. Mm,
Okay, while waiting for your questions, I do have a question. Since we are all junior high school parents here, I also would like to know what your strategies are when it comes to um, making sure that our children are not using too much of their um, gadgets, let's say their cell phones. Like, do you have a time limit? Do you have schedules? Does anyone want to share so that we can also maybe perhaps apply your rules and regulations at home when it comes to using gadgets? Anyone from our participants? Let's do the sharing now. I also would want you to do the talking since I've been talking for almost an hour. Maybe perhaps some of you would want to share. I know for sure you have set rules and guidelines for your children. Maybe perhaps maulaw mo or come on, anyone who wants to share? Okay, let me call on ano na lang, Ma'am Lily Pimentel. Ma'am, Ma'am Lily. Hello, anyone here? Easy kayo ako mga parents. How about Sir Dale? Sir Dale Toralde? Any thoughts, sir, or any information you want to share? Sir Dale, lupit pa ato ang mga kuang mga students. Sige, atong pagsaon, Ma'am Genevieve. Ma'am Genevieve Deputado. Sir Brian Lim. Wala gyud usa. That would make us worry because um we don't want to think that no one here is setting rules and regulations when it comes to using our children's gadget. Let's make this as a learning opportunity. Let's learn from one another. Thank you, Ma'am. Sir Jonah. Yes.
yeah.
About his studies. Oh, okay. So once your ano is already done with her school stuff like assignments, activities, that would be the time that they can use their gadget, right? Mm. That's also one. Yes, Sir Brian also watching content online from reputable sources and learning something. Yes. What is your kid usually watch, Sir Brian? Like in YouTube? Usually, if based on my experience, um, my kids when they watch YouTube, they usually watch games. Like people grown ups playing games, not even kids their age. It's usually grown ups like maybe near early 20s, like YouTubers, gamers, gamers in YouTube playing a game. But yes, there are actually a lot of skills also they can learn from YouTube. There are educational channels in YouTube, di ba? Mga video tutorials.
We also
That
have here, ma'am, Miss
mm,
Cherry Cherries Kadayday. My child usually watch YouTube and play Roblox online.
same. I think my trend, it's the trend of kids nowadays. Same with my children, they watch YouTube and play Roblox. But how many hours do you usually let them spend in um watching stuff online or screen time? Like most especially during weekends. Just anyone from our participants. How many hours do we let our children? Do we set hours? Me, to be honest, I would want them to spend 2 hours every day. But sometimes when we're also busy, like dili na nato sila wow, 30 minutes?
30 minutes to 1 hour. 30 minutes, ma'am.
Like consistent, ma'am. That would be good if that's the case. Sometimes it's very hard to like maybe perhaps if there's like uh stopwatch alarm, set the alarm. So I let my kids set their alarm, but then they stop it because they want to finish the game first, and then they forget na past 30 minutes na sa nahimo nag 2 hours 30 minutes, but you really or 3 hours, so you really need to be the one to really tell them freely. Okay, stop na, too much na. The problem there would be after using their gadgets, let's say phone to play games or their desktop to play games, they would stop and then go to the TV. So too much screen time. Thank you for those
Mm.
who shared, by the way.
Also here, ma'am,
Mm.
Sir Jonald Teves says, I don't mind as long as my daughter completes her studies. And also, Ma'am Maria Christine Villan, with PM, I do not set them hours, but I always mind them. Dili maayo ang too much paggamit sa phone.
True, Ma'am Christine. That's also good, Sir Jonald. Um, but um we also have to mind though what they are consuming online. I know for sure our like we bring them up well, but again because of the algorithms online they might be wala nila natuyo ba nga they have watched something inappropriate, they have clicked something inappropriate, something like that. So we still also have to be mindful about what they are watching, but maybe perhaps not on the number perhaps of hours, but to what they are watching already or what they are doing. Because again, we don't know that they what they're doing has led to other stuff na di ay. Their world is in the devices.
Sir Lim?
Yes, true, Sir Brian. That's why we also, as parents, also have to set um um like time to do this. Let's say again, going back to the example, 2 hours lang mo magamit gadgets. After that, you have to, what are things that they can do at home? Wash the dishes, sweep the floor. So just something to keep them out from the gadgets. Maybe have join some sports, stuff like that, right? Or there's the activity, physical activity that our kids would want to explore. Because if they are too much exposed online, it's like their reality are distorted na. They don't, it might be possible that they don't know what uh how the reality, there's no empathy na niya if their world is too much online. Okay. So thank you for those who have shared. Maybe perhaps the rest are very busy, no? They're multitasking and they cannot use their phone to unmute or type in their answers because maybe they're driving. But I hope you've gained a very insightful information from our webinar this afternoon. Mars?
Uh, I believe that Ma'am Lisa's reply addressed your question. That's end our Q&A. For those who might still have unanswered questions, you can directly email your questions to us at ici@su.edu.ph so we can answer them. Um, for the evaluation, at this moment, please give us your feedback by answering the evaluation. You can scan the QR code or click the link in the chat box. For those who are with via Zoom, to obtain your webinar certificate, you can access it after completing the evaluation. So we encourage everyone to access the evaluation form. Mm, For our contact information, here's how you can reach us. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/SULAW to stay connected. For our YouTube channel, like and subscribe at www.youtube.com/c/Soul2020 for the latest video. And always feel free to call us with any inquiries or feedback. You may call us at 035-420-1901, local 417 and or 418. Your connection matters to us, and we're excited to hear from you. At this juncture, parents, guardians, as we conclude today's Zoom meeting, we have the honor of having Sir Steve capture this moment for an online photo opportunity. For those who are interested, please turn on your camera and join us in a group photo. Sir Steve?
May I request everyone to turn on your camera? Okay. So I have one frame here. So may I request parents and guardians? And by the way, thank you for joining us and spend your time this webinar. Okay, please pause for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, smile. Again, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you everyone. Back to you, Mars.
Um, Thank you all for joining us today for this very fruitful webinar. We hope you found it informative and valuable. We would like to thank our esteemed speaker, Ms. Ariel Lisa Maipa, for sharing her insights and expertise with us today. We appreciate your time and effort in preparing for this lecture. Also, a big thank to you all, the attendees, for your participation and engagement. Your questions and comments added to the richness of discussion. Once again, thank you for your participation. and we hope to see you at the future events. Have a great day.